They say fear keeps people away, but in India, fear is exactly what draws people to the Rottweiler. It's a strange contradiction. This breed is feared, judged, and even banned in some societies. And yet, across India, from Delhi's city apartments to Kerala's village homes, families continue to choose the Rottweiler. Not by accident, by choice. The question is, why? Why does a breed known for aggression, power, and unpredictability keep getting welcomed into Indian homes? The answer lies in something few dog owners talk about openly. Fear is not always a deterrent. Sometimes, fear is a tool. In a country where home security is inconsistent, police response times are unreliable, and theft is a reality, many families turn to the one protector they can trust, train, and love. A dog that looks fearsome and acts fearless, a Rottweiler. But with that choice comes consequences. This breed is not for the weak, the absent, or the unprepared. A Rottweiler raised without structure, purpose, or socialization doesn't become a companion. It becomes a liability. Most of the fear surrounding Rottweilers in India isn't because of the dogs themselves. It's because too many people are raising them without understanding what they truly are. Highly intelligent, emotionally complex working dogs who were never meant to be chained to a gate or ignored in a courtyard. We've all seen the headlines. Rottweiler attacks owner in Bangalore. Child mauled by pet Rottweiler in Gurgaon. Calls grow for ban on aggressive breeds. But behind every tragedy is a broken system. Untrained owners, unethical breeders, and a dog with unmet needs. Rottweilers are not inherently vicious. They're mirrors. They reflect the energy, the routine, and the leadership of the person raising them. Raise them with purpose, clarity, and compassion, and you'll get a dog that would die for your family. Raise them with fear, neglect, or ignorance, and you'll have a disaster waiting to happen. Still, people across India continue to choose them. Why? Because when done right, the Rottweiler becomes more than a dog. It becomes a force of love and loyalty like no other. It becomes a shadow that follows you from room to room. A guardian that sleeps lightly near your child's crib. A muscle-bound heartbeat that stands between your family and the world outside your door. And this transformation from feared beast to beloved protector doesn't happen by magic. It happens through work. The people who succeed with Rottweilers in India don't do so by chance. They wake up early to walk them before traffic fills the street. They train with consistency, not for dominance, but for communication. They don't just invest in food and shelter. They invest in enrichment, stimulation, gear, and proper medical care. They understand that this dog doesn't just need space, it needs structure. It doesn't just need strength, it needs strategy. They also know that every interaction either strengthens the bond or breaks it. What most first-time owners miss is that Rottweilers are deeply emotional animals. They are not robotic security systems. They respond to tone, body language, energy shifts. They notice if you're angry. They feel it when you're stressed. And when properly bonded, they will act in ways that feel almost human. They'll lean into you when you're sad. Sit silently when you're grieving. Intervene when they sense conflict. And if anyone threatens you, they won't wait for your command. That's the love part. Now let's talk about the fear. In India, most people are not exposed to large working dogs. Many have grown up with Indies, Spits, or Labradors. So when a Rottweiler walks down the street, reactions vary. Some cross the road. Some call it dangerous. Some even say it should be banned. This perception gap creates a massive problem. Because society's fear often leads to isolation. Neighbors complain. Housing societies ban them. Trainers refuse to take them. And soon, the Rottweiler becomes a dog with fewer opportunities to socialize, fewer chances to interact, and fewer people who understand its needs. That isolation, over time, turns into reactivity. But this is where responsible ownership becomes everything. The owners who get it right don't hide their Rottweilers away. They guide them through social settings, introduce them to strangers carefully, train them to stay calm under pressure, and advocate for them when others misunderstand them. They raise dogs that can cuddle toddlers and still send a full-grown man running if he jumps the gate. Dogs that walk with controlled power, not chaotic energy. And that kind of Rottweiler, that's the one every Indian family dreams of. So why are they still feared? Because most people only see the dog, not the work behind it. They see the muscle, not the mindset, the bark, not the bond. And they assume that what looks dangerous must be dangerous. But danger isn't in the breed, it's in the neglect. When a Rottweiler is raised by someone who doesn't know what they're doing, it becomes reactive, impulsive, and hard to manage. When it's raised by someone who does, it becomes composed, aware, and balanced. If you're in India and considering a Rottweiler, ask yourself the real questions. Are you prepared to give it a job? Do you have time for training every single day? Will you socialize it early, even when your neighbors stare? Can you read body language, set clear rules, and never waver on boundaries? Because that's the cost of owning a dog that will give you everything. And make no mistake, it will give you everything. It will protect your family. It will sense your emotions. It will grow with your children. It will wait at the door until you return. It will step forward when others step back. It will love you with such intensity that one day, when it's gone, your home will feel empty in a way no other pet could ever make it feel. That's why people still choose Rottweilers in India. Not for status, not for looks, but for the kind of loyalty that can't be bought or forced, only earned. So yes, they are feared, but that fear only exists where understanding doesn't. And once you see a Rottweiler the way its owner does, you don't see a monster. You see a guardian, a partner, a soul on 4 legs. And if you're ready to meet that soul with everything you've got, then the Rottweiler will meet you with everything it is. That's the fear. That's the love. That's the reason they're still chosen to guard our families, even in a country that doesn't fully understand them, especially in a country that needs protection more than ever.